Daniel chapter 7 verses 7 and 8. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things. The little horn of the fourth beast is also the 11th horn of the fourth beast. Using ordinal English Gematria, 11th and little horn of the fourth beast equals 432. Also using ordinal English Gematria, Harry Charles Albert David as well as Henry Charles Albert David both equal 234. 234 and 432 are mirror numbers of each other, which if added together equals 666. 432 and 234 are both unique numbers in themselves when it comes to the number of the beast. 432 is composed of the factors 2 times 6 times 6 times 6, and 234 is composed of the numbers 216 and 18, which is composed of the factors 6 times 6 times 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. It should be noted that Prince Harry Mountbatten Windsor Baron equals 432 using ordinal English Gematria, as well as Prince Henry Mountbatten Windsor Baron. Other substitutes for Baron include lion, snake, and Salem. The scripture says that the devil goes around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. The scripture also tells us that the devil is a snake or a serpent. The scripture also tells us that the Antichrist will have a unique relationship with the people of Israel. The capital of Israel is Jerusalem, and the former name of Jerusalem was Salem, according to Strong's H8004 and Strong's G4532. It should be noted that also equaling 432 using Jewish Old English Gematria is little horn, which means we have a second witness to this calculation, and therefore a third witness if we also include the intrinsic nature of this number. But wait, there's more. There's so much more. Using ordinal English Gematria, 11th horn equals 146, and using Latin Gematria, Prince Harry Charles Albert David as well as Prince Henry Charles Albert David both equal 146. Not only that, but using Latin Gematria, His Royal Highness the Duke of Sussex also equals 146. And using final form ordinal Hebrew Gematria, little horn also equals 146. If we go back to the calculation 11th and little horn of the fourth beast, using Latin Gematria it equals 171, which is a number that is often associated with Prince Harry. Also equaling 171 is Prince Harry Mountbatten Windsor Baron, as well as Prince Henry Mountbatten Windsor Baron. Using ordinal Hebrew Gematria, Harry Mountbatten Windsor equals 171, and so does Antichrist Look to Harry. Both of these names equal 666 using standard Hebrew Gematria. If we add together these four numbers, 171 times 2 and 666 times 2, we get 1674. 1674 is a very curious number when it comes to the number of the beast. It can be expressed as 666 plus 66 times 6 plus 6 times 66 plus 6 times 6 times 6. The numbers 171 and 666 are both triangular numbers with a base of 18 and 36 respectively. 18 and 36 are both multiples of 6. 6 times 3 equals 18, and 6 times 6 is 36. If we go back to our calculation, 11th and little horn of the fourth beast, using Jewish Old English Gematria, it equals 2171. Also equaling 2171 is the name Harry, using the following combination of Gematria types: Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, Jewish Old English Gematria, Base 6 English Gematria, and Standard English Gematria Binary. All these values, when added together, equal 2171. If we return again to the 11th and little horn of the fourth beast calculation, which using base 6 English Gematria equals 2592, we find yet another correlation with the number 6. The English spelling for the Greek letter stigma, which represents the number 6, when repeated 3 times, stigma, 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 also equals 2592, using the following four Gematria types: Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, Base 6 English Gematria, and Latin Gematria. When we combine these four Gematria types for stigma, 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 the total is 2592. If we return one last time to the 11th and little horn of the fourth beast calculation, we have a grand Gematria calculation using Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, Base 6 English Gematria, and Latin Gematria that equals 5886, which is a triangle with a base of 108. We have 5 references to the number 108 that relate to Prince Harry, namely Harry Charles Albert David equals 108 using Latin Gematria, Henry Charles Albert David equals 108 using Latin Gematria, Antichrist Look to Harry also equals 108 using Latin Gematria, Antichrist Look to Henry also equals 108 using Latin Gematria, and finally 361 also equals 108 using Latin Gematria. 361 is a reference to Prince Harry's numerical value using standard Hebrew Gematria. 361 is the square of 19, and 19, like the number 6, just so happens to be an imperfect number. If we add a "the" to the title so that we have the 11th and little horn of the fourth beast, then using base 6 English Gematria we have a value of 2790 for that title. Also equaling 2790 is the combination for Prince Henry Charles Albert David Wales using Ordinal English Gematria and cardinal ordinal English Gematria. Those two Gematria types, when added together, equals 2,790. If we add together the value for base 6 English Gematria, which is 2,790, and the value for ordinal English Gematria, which is 465, then we get 3,255, which is virtually base 7 English Gematria, since each letter would be multiplied by 7. Also equaling 3,255 is Prince Harry Charles Albert David Wales, using standard English Gematria, ordinal English Gematria, and Latin Gematria combined. When we add up all these Gematria types, we get 3,255. The last calculation using this title, using standard English Gematria, ordinal English Gematria, and Latin Gematria, equals 3,555. Also equaling 3,555 is First Beast of Revelation, using standard English Gematria, ordinal English Gematria, base 6 English Gematria, and Latin Gematria. But wait, there's more. There's so much more. Using ordinal Hebrew Gematria, the little horn equals 140. The text used is from Daniel chapter 8 verse 9, with a hey prefix added to the beginning for the word the. Also equaling 140 is Harry Henry, using ordinal English Gematria. 140 is an interesting number because it forms a pyramid. Here is a pyramid with a tip of 1 and a base of 2 squared. Here is a pyramid with a base of 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared, 6 squared, and a base of 7 squared. A pyramid with a base of 7 squared has 140 units. For those of you who didn't realize, the number of units in a pyramid can be worked out simply by adding together the square of each layer. In this instance we have 7 layers, so therefore 7 squared plus 6 squared plus 5 squared plus 4 squared plus 3 squared plus 2 squared plus 1 squared is the total number of units in this pyramid. If we add together all these squares, we get 140. It should be noted that using ordinal Hebrew Gematria, Harry equals 36, which is 6 squared, and Henry in Hebrew equals 49, which is 7 squared. Once again, using ordinal Hebrew Gematria, the title Little Horn, but this time without the hey, which means behold or the. Without the hey, the value of Little Horn is 135. This is the same Gematria value for Prince Harry and Prince Henry using ordinal English Gematria. Using base 6 English Gematria, the little horn equals 996. Also equaling 996, using standard Hebrew Gematria, is King Henry Charles Albert David. The little horn equals 1606 using the following Gematria types: standard English Gematria, ordinal English Gematria, and Jewish Old English Gematria. Also equaling 1606 is Henry Charles Albert David using cardinal ordinal English Gematria. Using ordinal English Gematria, little horn equals 133, and using Latin Gematria, 600 also equals 133. Using Latin Gematria, little horn equals 52, also equaling 52 using ordinal English Gematria is devil. When transliterating the name Harry from English to Hebrew, only one of the R's is used in the Hebrew spelling. If we therefore transliterate that spelling back into English using only one R, the spelling for Harry, H-A-R-Y, also generates a Gematria of 52 using ordinal English Gematria. The Grand Gematria for Little Horn is 2097 using the following Gematria types: Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, Jewish Old English Gematria, Base 6 English Gematria, and Latin Gematria. Also equaling 2097 is the Grand Gematria for Prince Henry using the following Gematria types: Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, Base 6 English Gematria, and Latin Gematria. The Grand Gematria for Little Horn is 1299 using the following four Gematria types: Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, Jewish Old English Gematria, and Latin Gematria. Also equaling 1299 is Stigma, Stigma, Stigma using Cardinal Ordinal English Gematria. There is therefore two references or two witnesses to the number 666 using the term Little Horn and using Gematria. But wait, there's more. Using Cardinal Ordinal English Gematria, the Little Horn is Prince Harry equals 1880. Also equaling 1880 is King Henry Charles Albert David using Cardinal Ordinal English Gematria. The Grand Gematria for the Little Horn is Prince Harry equals 2209 using Ordinal English Gematria and Cardinal Ordinal English Gematria. Also equaling 2209 is the Grand Gematria for Prince Henry Charles Albert David using Standard English Gematria and Latin Gematria combined. The Grand Gematria for the Little Horn is Prince Harry equals 2449 using Standard English Gematria and Ordinal English Gematria combined. Also equaling 2449 is He went forth conquering and to conquer using Jewish Old English Gematria. This is a partial quote from Revelation chapter 6 verse 2 and is a reference to the rider of the white horse. A second witness to this calculation can be found with the following Grand Gematria for Little Horn, which equals 10,499 using Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, Jewish Old English Gematria, Base 6 English Gematria, Latin Gematria, Cardinal Standard English Gematria, and Cardinal Ordinal English Gematria. Also equaling 10,499 is And he went forth conquering and to conquer using Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, Jewish Old English Gematria, Base 6 English Gematria, and Standard English Gematria binary. The Little Horn is the Duke of Sussex equals 396 using Ordinal English Gematria. The factors of 396 are 6 times 66. The Grand Gematria for the Little Horn is the Duke of Sussex equals 531 using a combination of Ordinal English Gematria and Latin Gematria. The mirror of 531 is 135, which if added together equals 666. Prince Harry as well as Prince Henry both equal 135, and Henry Charles Albert David Mountbatten Windsor Baron as well as Harry Charles Albert David Mountbatten Windsor Baron equals 531 using Ordinal English Gematria. The Little Horn is the Duke of Sussex equals 2817 using Standard English Gematria. The Grand Gematria for the Covenant with Many also equals 2817, using Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, and Latin Gematria combined. The little horn is the Duke of Sussex equals 1807, using Jewish Old English Gematria. Also equaling 1807 is Covenant United Nations, using Standard English Gematria. The little horn is Prince Harry of Wales equals 410, using Ordinal English Gematria, as well as the little horn is Prince Henry of Wales, also equaling 410, using Standard Hebrew Gematria, is Prince Henry. The little horn is Prince Harry of Wales equals 2482, using Jewish Old English Gematria. Also equaling 2482 is the Grand Gematria for 636, using Ordinal English Gematria and Cardinal Ordinal English Gematria combined. The little horn is Prince Harry of Wales equals 1622, using Standard English Gematria binary. Also equaling 1622 is the Hebrew spelling for the Greek letters Chi, Xi, and Stigma, which represent the numbers 600, 60, and 6 respectively. This is achieved using acrophonic Standard Hebrew Gematria and acrophonic Ordinal Hebrew Gematria combined. The little horn is Prince Harry of Wales equals 176, using Latin Gematria. Also equaling 176 is Antichrist, using Ordinal Greek Gematria. The little horn eventually waxes into a great horn. The title, therefore, Great Horn of the Beast, equals 1098, using Standard English Gematria. Also equaling 1098 is the Grand Gematria for the French spelling of Henry of Wales. This is achieved by using Standard English Gematria and Latin Gematria combined. Great Horn of the Beast equals 207, using Ordinal English Gematria. Also equaling 207 is Stigma, 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 using Ordinal English Gematria. Also equaling 207 is the Grand Gematria for Prince Harry as well as Prince Henry, using Ordinal English Gematria and Latin Gematria combined. Also equaling 207 is Covenant with Many, using Ordinal English Gematria. Great Horn of the Beast equals 738, using Jewish Old English Gematria. Also equaling 738 is Mark of the Beast, using Standard English Gematria. Little Horn of the Fourth Beast equals 3498, using Grand Gematria with Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, and Jewish Old English Gematria combined. Also equaling 3498 is the Grand Gematria for Prince Harry, Prince Henry, Albert, David, using Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, and Latin Gematria combined. It should be noted that Prince Henry, Albert, David equals 666, using Standard Hebrew Gematria, and is therefore a legitimate combination of Prince Harry's name, since it equals 666. The Grand Gematria for Little Horn of the Fourth Beast equals 2214, using Ordinal English Gematria and Cardinal Ordinal English Gematria. Also equaling 2214 is the Grand Gematria for Harry, Charles, Albert, David, using a combination of Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, and Latin Gematria. The Grand Gematria for Little Horn of the Fourth Beast equals 446, using Ordinal English Gematria and Latin Gematria. Also equaling 446 is the Grand Gematria for 600, 6, using a combination of Ordinal English Gematria and Latin Gematria. Little horn of the fourth beast equals 322 using Ordinal English Gematria. Baron Kilkeel also equals 322 using Standard English Gematria. Great horn of the fourth beast equals 1762 using Standard English Gematria. Also equaling 1762 is Prince Harry, Prince Henry Albert David using final form Standard Hebrew Gematria. Great horn of the fourth beast equals 1770 using base 6 English Gematria. 1770 is significant because it forms a triangle with a base of 59. The number 59 is associated with Chi, Xi and Stigma, which using Latin Gematria equals 59. Great horn of the fourth beast equals 124 using Latin Gematria. The words for the number 1674 also equals 124 using Latin Gematria. As previously spoken, 1674 is a highly saturated number when it comes to the number 666 and the number of the beast. The Grand Gematria for Great Horn of the fourth beast equals 3363 using Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, Jewish Old English Gematria and Latin Gematria combined. Also equaling 3363 is the Grand Gematria for And He Went Forth Conquering and to Conquer using Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria and Latin Gematria combined. The Grand Gematria for Great Horn of the fourth beast equals 419 using Ordinal English Gematria and Latin Gematria combined. Also equaling 419 is the Grand Gematria for Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, as well as the Grand Gematria for Prince Henry, Duke of Sussex, using Ordinal English Gematria and Latin Gematria combined. The Great Horn of the fourth beast equals 1939 using Cardinal Ordinal English Gematria. Also equaling 1939 is Harry Mountbatten Windsor using Cardinal Ordinal English Gematria. Also equaling 1939 is the Grand Gematria for the title The Beast using Standard English Gematria, Ordinal English Gematria, Jewish Old English Gematria, Base 6 English Gematria, Standard English Gematria Binary and Latin Gematria combined. The Grand Gematria for the Great Horn of the fourth beast equals 2303 using Standard English Gematria and Ordinal English Gematria combined. Also equaling 2303 are the words 660 and 6 using Standard Hebrew Gematria. The Grand Gematria for the Great Horn of the fourth beast equals 7680 using Standard, Ordinal, Jewish, Base 6, Standard English Gematria Binary and Latin Gematria combined. Also equaling 7680 is the title Little Horn from Daniel chapter 8 verse 9 using 8 different forms of Hebrew Gematria, namely Standard Hebrew Gematria, Ordinal Hebrew Gematria, Final Form Standard Hebrew Gematria, Final Form Ordinal Hebrew Gematria, Acrophonic Standard Hebrew Gematria, Acrophonic Ordinal Hebrew Gematria, Phonic Hebrew Standard English Gematria, and Phonic Hebrew Ordinal English Gematria combined. Using Cardinal Ordinal English Gematria, the Great Horn equals 810. Also equaling 810 is the following calculations. Vav, 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 which is the Hebrew letter that represents the number 6. The English spelling for that letter equals 810. using base 6 English Gematria. Prince Harry using base 6 English Gematria, as well as Prince Henry. And the French spelling for Harry of Wales and Henry of Wales both equal 810 using base 6 English Gematria. Using ordinal English Gematria, the little horn is equals 194. Also equaling 194 is Captain Harry Wales, as well as Captain Henry Wales, both using ordinal English Gematria. Using standard English Gematria, little horn is equals 791. Also equaling 791 is Prince Harry using cardinal ordinal English Gematria. Also equaling 791 is the Grand Gematria for Antichrist using standard English Gematria and ordinal English Gematria combined. Using Jewish Old English Gematria, the phrase little horn is equals 531. As previously spoken, the number 531, when added to its mirror number 135, totals 666. Using ordinal English Gematria, the phrase little horn is equals 161. Also equaling 161 is Prince Harry Charles Albert David Wales, as well as Prince Henry Charles Albert David Wales using Latin Gematria. The last calculation, and certainly not the least, is the 11th horn of the fourth beast is Prince Harry, Prince Henry, equals 666, using ordinal English Gematria. It should be noted that there are other calculations I could have included in this list, but for the sake of time, they have been left out. Thanks for listening, God bless you, and goodbye.